Welcome back, and this is part 2. We're talking about how to prepare for the month of the Rosary, the month of October, and I had been giving you 10 tips on how to reap from the month of the Holy Rosary. So tip number 1 was create a home altar, and I'd gone through that. So I'll start from tip number 2. And tip number 2 is that you need to make a definite, clear plan on what you want to do for October. For example, if you want to pray the Rosary every day, like I would recommend that at least you pray the Rosary daily. But you also have to plan for what time are you going to pray for it. If you leave these details hanging, then the month will pass by without doing anything concrete. You need to know the prayers you're going to do. For example, are you going to be praying 1 Rosary? Are you going to pray 2 Rosaries? Are you going to be praying 3 Rosaries a day? And what time are you going to pray the Rosaries? It is always important not to leave the Rosary at night. When you leave to pray it at night, most of the time you'll end up sleeping. So the best time would be early in the morning. So you need to prepare in advance and know what you're going to do and how you're going to do it so you can achieve it better. Tip number 3 is you need to learn about the Rosary and the Blessed Virgin Mary, and you can do this by reading. You can watch YouTube videos. I'm going to recommend a few YouTube videos. See if I can put some of them in the description when I'm posting the video. But you need to watch, for example, Hail Holy Queen by Scott Hahn. You can search for it and read that teaching about the Blessed Virgin Mary. You can watch Father Don Calloway's. It's called, you can put in YouTube search, The Rosary, the Spiritual Sword of Our Lady. It is a very good video. I'll try to see if I can put the link in the description. And there's also, you can also watch Gabby After Hours. He also has very good videos on Our Lady. You can read books. There are so many books out there on the Rosary, on our Blessed Virgin Mary. But some of the ones I would recommend would be The Secret of Mary by Saint Louis Marie de Montfort, The Secret of the Rosary by the same saint, Saint Louis Marie de Montfort, The Glories of Mary by Alphonsus Marie de Rigori, who is also a saint, Mystical City of God by the Venerable Mary of Agreda. You can read The Imitation of Mary and so many others, but at least try to understand more about the Rosary and Our Lady, and then you'll grow your devotion and love towards her. You'll never love Mother Mary when you do not know her. So the first step is to know about her, and you will not know about her if you do not learn about her. So watch some of these videos, read some of these books. You'll find that your faith will grow because you'll have more confidence in knowing what she can do for you and what she has done for others. Tip number 4 is that you can create groups for praying the Rosary, whether it is at your home, with neighbors, or with your family, with associations, at church, or even at work. So in the month of the Rosary, for example, you can organize some of your neighbors who are Catholic and you recite the Rosary together. That will help you not to miss a day, but it will also help you to help others grow a devotion towards Our Lady. So you can talk to some of your Catholic neighbors and say, for example, every evening, why can't we get some time and we pray the Rosary together? You can do that at work. I know that where I stay, in the markets, ladies get time and pray the Rosary in the market. In the markets around town, they pray the Rosary, they organize themselves. You can even do it at church. Most of the parishes will be having public recitation of the Rosary. You can also know what time they are doing it, and you always join so that your prayer becomes more efficient because you're praying with many more other people. Tip number 5 is that in the month of the Rosary, you must be innovative, you must be creative. We all know that it is very hard to get time to pray the Rosary. That is one of the biggest issues that people have, and time will never be there. You'll never have time to pray the Rosary unless you create that time. So you need to be creative. You need to cut down on entertainment. You need to cut down on the time you spend on social media. You need to cut down on the time you spend in useless gossip. Otherwise, you'll never get the time for the Rosary unless you create it. And you need to be innovative. Some of us, or some of you, spend some time traveling from home to work, and from work home in the evenings, and you spend some time in jam. Most of you spend more than 30 minutes traveling to and fro, and you can spend that time when you're stuck in jam to pray one rosary as you're going to work, or another as you're coming back from work. We need to be creative and use the time that we have. Whenever I go to cut my hair, I always use that time to the rosary, because I always have like 40 minutes when I'm seated and I'm idle. So I'll make sure at that time at least I pray a rosary or two. So we need to be creative. If you're walking, if you're staying near work, you can use that time to take a walk and you pray the rosary. Otherwise, you will not have time there to pray the rosary. The devil will make sure that you're always occupied. So you need to be creative to create that time. You can even, have earphones you plug into your phone as you're going to work, and you pray the rosary. You can play an audio on your phone using headphones or earphones, and you pray the rosary maybe when you're traveling to work, either when you're walking or in a taxi or in a private. You can even pray it on your car stereo. That is one of the ways. So you need to be creative, you need to be innovative, and then you'll be successful. You can pray during lunch break, and sometimes some people are too busy, so that you'll find that you'll be getting maybe breaks of 10-15 minutes. So you can use it to pray one decade or two. Whatever the case, your schedule, make sure that you create time for the rosary. Tip number 6 is spreading the rosary devotion at work, at home, on your social media accounts, with your friends. Buy rosaries for your friends. Give out these things that you can afford to do. Buy statues for your friends, like I talked before, on their weddings, on their birthdays. Give them scapulars for free. We need to develop a habit as Catholics, a culture of giving out religious gifts to our Catholic friends, to encourage them in the faith, but also spread these devotions that we have to other people. Number 7, you can take flowers to Our Lady, maybe at grottos at your church, or to even before a statue that you have in your home, in your altar. Mother Mary loves flowers. Number 8, most importantly, if you have a family, please pray the rosary as a family. That is very important for protection. Also, to help your kids to love the faith and understand it. We all know that if a child grows up in a family where they pray the rosary every day, even if they wander on their own at some point in life, one time they'll always remember where their faith was grounded, and they'll always come back. It's very important to help the kids grow in an environment where they pray the rosary with their parents every day. It will help your marriages, it will help your families, it will protect your homes. So please pray the rosary as a family. Number 9 is to join the Rosary Confraternity. It is a worldwide association of many hundreds of thousands of people who are committed to praying at least 15 decades of the Rosary every week. That is very easy. They also pray for the intentions of all members. So if you join, so many other people will be praying for your intentions, uniting their prayers to yours. If you are not a member yet, please join. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description, but their website is www.rosarycenter.org. Please, if you have not joined, they even give you a certificate where you can print out and even hang it in your house. And lastly, please, if you have not yet joined the Legion of Mary, go to your parish and join. It is one of the best ways that you can serve not only the church but also the Blessed Mother of God. So if you qualify, because to join the Legion of Mary you must be a Catholic who receives the sacrament. If you do, please, this is the time that you can go to your parish and join this movement of the Soldiers of Mary, the Legion of Mary. So please, as we approach this month, I hope that everyone will do their part. We need to fight. We are in a spiritual war in this world. We are fighting. And the principal weapon that Our Lady has given to her children is the Holy Rosary. So as we enter the month of the Rosary, please put your rosaries close. Please pray at least one rosary per day in this month, so that by the end of the month you'll find that it is easier for you to continue praying it on a daily. I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years. When you do it for 1 month, it becomes part and parcel of you. Let us entrust our needs to our Holy Mother. Let us teach others to pray the rosary. Let us buy them rosaries and other religious gifts so that they can grow in their faith. God bless you.